friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the Cryptonian. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Bitcoin is 41,000 and we're pretty much retesting this $41,000 level right now. But before we get into the chart, let's take a look at the market. Bitcoin down 6% for the week. We have Ethereum down 7% for the week. And those losses that we started to see in the 24-hour time period are now carrying over and affecting the seven-day time period for the majority of the market. So when we take a look at the market, we see XRP down 7%. We can see, let's see, Avalanche still up 9%, actually doing well, but down 9% for the 24-hour period. So you can see that the losses are accelerating in the altcoins, and that's because they've been so aggressively pushing higher recently. This goes to show you that if you enter the market at the wrong time, you could get hurt. You could get financially hurt, and so we always need to be careful. That being said, Dogecoin down 9% for the week. Chainlink down 14% for the week. Polygon 12% loss for the week. However, we have ICP up 81% for the week and only down 5% for the day. Stellar, we won't talk about Stellar. Really haven't heard much from them lately. So, Injective Protocol 53% positive for the week and still up 5% for the day. Immutable X 7% for the week. Positive. Caspa down 17% for the week. Near Protocol down 10% for the week. And Lido 12% for the week loss. Celestia still up 23% for the week. And yeah, so EGLD down 10% for the week. But look at this, Bonk up 66% for the week. Crazy. Those meme coins are just really crazy. So yeah, Helium, HNT, up 33% for the week and up 8% for today. So you can see that the majority of the market is down. There are certain select coins that are very popular. They're still holding their gains. Beam coin up 3.8% for the week. Osmosis 61 positive percent for the week, 17% positive for BitGet, the exchange token. So I think we get the idea. The majority of the market is pulling back. The really hot projects doing well. And so what could happen here with Bitcoin at 41,000? Well, right now we're testing 41,000, and we could have a double bottom here. Remember, today is Sunday, and usually we have corrections on Sundays, but that doesn't mean that they continue throughout the week. It could, because we're really overextended, but it doesn't have to. So if we find support here, that would be a double bottom, and then we could retest that 43. That's one scenario. And if we push higher than 43, then we could actually retest the $44,500 level, and essentially that would create some kind of a consolidation area here, and then possibly coming down and going sideways for a while. That's one option. The other option is that we lose this $41,000 level, and then we actually come down and we test that $38,500 level. And maybe even, let's see, on the daily, we find a little bit of support on the 40,350 level. Now on the 4-hour, let me go ahead and remove this yellow line. On the 4-hour, we're seeing a lot of weakness. RSI is 36, so it could be that we lose this level. We could go lower. The risk is to the downside. We do have a red triangle. This is a confirmation of a downtrend on the 4-hour. Now, with this confirmation of the downtrend and with the low RSI on the 4-hour, I'm not really concerned because it hasn't carried over to the daily chart yet. but if it continues, it will, right? The EMA trend on the 4-hour is bearish, and we do have distribution. We do see selling taking place. This downside move is an expansion, and the volatility is rising. So this is a real move. However, we could, like I said, find support here and then retest that $43,000 level. To the upside, if we move higher from here, then 43,100 is the resistance level. We need to get above that. And if we get above that, we can actually hit the 44,500 level. And then if we get above that, then it's the $46,000, $47,000, $48,000 level here. That is the bullish positive scenario. The opposite of that is the bearish scenario, is we lose this $41,000 level and then we retest 38,500 with a possible reaction here at the $40,500 level. That being said, we do have Fibonacci support at the 40,500 and on both charts, on the daily and the 4-hour. On the daily, the RSI is 52, which is neutral. If we go below 50, then we start losing momentum, we get weak, and then we could probably come down to 38,500 fairly soon, or fairly quickly or easily if we start getting weak on the daily RSI. The price cycle is 63, and so that's still fairly strong, still bullish. And the EMA trend on the daily is still bullish. And so that's why so far I'm not concerned with this pullback. This pullback for Bitcoin is more significant for the altcoins than it is for Bitcoin. So that being said, excuse me, I really don't see any significant change in the structure on the daily chart. So there's no reason to be real concerned yet. The EMA trend is bullish on the daily, and we are in accumulation on the trend of the volume trend for the daily. So that being said, let's take a look at the dominance, Bitcoin dominance. We could find support here. We could be going higher here with the Bitcoin dominance if Bitcoin does bounce and hold that $41,000 level. If Bitcoin continues to go lower, then we could see a break in that dominant support area, and then the next area down would be 52% for Bitcoin. Total 3 is correcting as well, and you can see here the total 3 looks like it's turning around, just like what we saw here. So this happens in two ways. Number one, profit taking. People exiting their positions, selling their positions in the altcoins, and also Bitcoin dominance going higher. So these two have an association. The total 3 and the Bitcoin dominance, they're closely related. Okay. So that being said, Ethereum is on the daily at the 30-day moving average at 2164. And we do have price support at 2117 right here. Okay, so if we lose that area, 2164, and if Bitcoin does lose 41,000, Ethereum most likely will come down, retesting that 2117, and even possibly retesting the $2,010 area. That would be, I think that would be solid support though at that time, at that price point. So the RSI on the daily for Ethereum 49, so we're slightly bearish. We're starting to get weak. We do have a red triangle, so it's a potential reverse in trend. 56 price cycle. EMA trend is bullish. This EMA trend here is showing that we are still very bullish on Ethereum, on the Ethereum chart. no real sell-off happening yet. Ethereum for the day is less than 1% down, right? And again, remember, this is Sunday, and Sundays are slow, and sometimes we have a little bit of profit taking. And I've said in prior videos that if we don't have a momentum shift on Sunday evening, if we don't see those buyers come in and pushing prices up a little bit, because quite often the move for the week starts on Sunday night, and we didn't see that tonight. So that's why we're seeing a little bit of profit taking, a little bit of selling taking place. Now on the volume, we do see selling taking place. We're in distribution, and so that's what we're seeing for Ethereum. So that's why the altcoins are down, and we just have to wait for Bitcoin. When Bitcoin finds support, Ethereum will then follow Bitcoin, and the market follows Bitcoin as well. So that's the charts right now. Taking a look at an article on my Twitter feed, my Twitter X feed. This article is sharing some information about some airdrops, if that's what you like. But the article that I would like to show is this one here. Raoul Pal is the guy that he's a macroeconomist, and he's a very good one. And he's the one that actually called the bottom at Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at 17. And so he said that when Bitcoin was at 17, at 18, 19, he was actually calling a reversal not long from that point. He was saying like a reversal in a couple of months. And he was saying that 2024 probably would be a good year. And so he was very correct. That being said, when you take a look at his chart, this is really interesting. The chart says at the bottom, it says, while $500,000 Bitcoin does seem high on the chart above, it's not totally unreasonable when you look at the log channel. A +1 standard deviation moves targets something closer to $1 million in 2026. So, not sure if that's going to happen. That is a big ask, and not really sure. 200,000 probably very doable because the ETF eventually over time, probably 500,000 if the cycle is not broken, if the macro trend holds true. So I thought that was very interesting, and that's why I shared it there. So if you like crypto information, then you can follow me on Twitter X, and the link is in the description below in this video. So that being said, taking a look at the FedWatch tool, we can now see for the first time in a long time, we're actually seeing a little bit of a change in posture when it comes to Fed interest rates. We're actually seeing a 10% chance of a rate cut in January. That would be January 31. Okay, so that is really, that's a big change, because we've been in high interest rates for some time, and it shows that there's a 90% chance that the Fed will hold the interest rate where it is. Now, if they cut, that's going to be bullish for risk assets. And of course, Bitcoin is a risk-on asset. Bitcoin is considered a tech asset, and it trades like the NASDAQ, right? So there's an association sometimes between Bitcoin and the NASDAQ, and so this could be very positive for Bitcoin. We just have to wait and see. And of course, what really needs to happen is the Fed needs to start printing again, and that's when the risk on assets really skyrocket. So, but to continue this bull run and to bring retail in, we need the Fed to cut rates. And the reason is because when there's high interest rates, It's difficult for small businesses because it's difficult for them to borrow money to run their business because rates are so high. The cost of business is high. And the small individual person, the citizen, they struggle because they can't get loans, right? And losing a lot of buying power because of inflation is a huge challenge. Right now, we're seeing that most people are using their savings to pay their bills, and this is normally money that they would be using in stocks, investments, crypto. So there is a close association between lower interest rates or Fed rate cuts and more disposable income for the average person, the average household. So we need to have the Fed rate cuts for this run to continue, for retail to come in and prices to go higher. Otherwise, we're going to struggle. We're going to probably see sideways price action for some time. So this is actually very positive for crypto. So I just wanted to highlight that. So anyway, there you have it, friends. I don't want to make the video too long. I will take a look at altcoins in another video. I'll do like an altcoin roundup, and I'll just take a look at some support levels, levels of interest, price areas on some of these coins. And if you have a coin that you want me to take a look at and chart, then let me know in the comment section below. So thank you, friends, for watching. I appreciate your time. Please click like on the video. It helps out the video, helps out the channel a lot, and helps others find this video. And also, if you like this content and you'd like to go on a crypto journey with me in 2024, which I think is going to be very profitable, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Love to have you. Anyway, thanks, friends. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the next video. Take care.